What's up? Let me get my dashboard open ahead of time. Sorry, that was for my one that wasn't even on stream. Ooh. Only for a little bit. That's why the title's Gold Lite. Like Miller Lite. This is one of the builds that I put together. Sorry, that keeps going off because I was in the menu looking at shit for a while. That just shows you how much server hopping goes on with Colve Taroth. How many people just leave and come back, because you'll see so many of the same names. You're like, this person left, this person rejoined. I've actually seen some of the same people from last night. The guy, Oda Nobunaga, he was in the server earlier. I mean, he's not anymore. No, I can't shoot it down. You noobs! What a waste. What a... You know what? I'm shooting it down anyways. Oh, I said you noobs. It's only one other guy. For whatever reason, I thought the cat was another person. Because his name is English, but his cat's name is English, but his character's name is, I believe, a Korean character. And he's wearing the Ryu stuff. Oh my god, kill me. I'm just gonna keep doing this. Just how you play game, right? Was that a person that was there last night? I honestly can't remember. There was this guy earlier named Divinity that everyone on the server was mad at. Like, people were typing in the chat. I started saying something, and then someone else started saying something. I was saying something completely unrelated to this person, and this other person brought him up, like, completely randomly. And then everyone was like, yeah, that dude fucking fainted 3 times in my thing, or whatever. I was complaining about the charge blade. I was in a match, because I was using the charge blade earlier. I was in a match where there were 3 3 people using Charge Blade, and the thing was on max break. And none of us could break the horns. And it got away after 23 minutes. And I was just like, yep, this is why this weapon isn't that great. And whenever people on the Reddit say that that weapon is overpowered, they really don't. They either don't play the game or haven't actually used the weapon. Because honestly, it's probably one of the worst weapons in the game right now, in my opinion. After its nerfs to stun and stuff like that, it just... They didn't buff element files enough. And they're still really, really hard to hit on small enemies like Kieran. So using like a fire charge blade against Kieran, you hit maybe 1 file on it. It's ridiculous how hard it is. And that's after the buff that made it easier for them to hit. They used to split in like a wide V. Like a girl was spread eagle for you, except that's the fucking power element files. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Honestly, my brain always gives up on this after the first boulder that gets wasted. It's like, oh yeah, you'll never get the maximum efficiency now. What are you waiting for? Are you just gonna stand there? You're just gonna be a fucking peanut gallery? Dweeb? Oh, now you come down. You see someone else and you're just like a pack feeder. You gotta come down and scavenge from the actual predators. Go back to your lion while we cheetahs head the pack. Oh, the bow user, yeah. No, I had another guy earlier do that with the charge blade. The one guy who wasn't using the charge blade in this other group that I was doing. Because there was like a great sword user. And then a couple me and another charge blade user. And then this guy using the heavy bow gun. And this guy like rolls up, puts his bow away very slow. His bow gun away slowly, sets 2 bombs down, and it's like he clearly sees like the 2 melee users winding up their heavy attacks, and he just like blows them up and knocks back 2 people, which collectively would have dealt like 1,500 plus damage easily. And it's just like all you can do is the Jackie Chan thing, where it's just like disappointed Jackie Chan. Throw your hands in the air. Except you do care. Oh, well that's gonna sting. Yes. Nope. Denied. I've gotten really good at doing that. Ooh. That delay. Ooh. In the face. Don't worry, team. I'll carry you. I got you. Got you, fam. Ooh, tickled. Aw. My awes are getting more and more Australian every single time I do them. Not even intentionally. Why do people not know how to play this game? I think it's just due to the fact that games nowadays don't force a player to learn how to do stuff dynamically. Like, you're not forced to adjust your playstyle. You're not forced to, like, learn things. And even the things that you do learn in this game, I don't even necessarily like. I don't even like the fact that you use tackle to tackle through things, because if you don't use health regen on your weapon, you're basically just fucking yourself. Because of that. You're gonna take damage over time anyways. It's also just stuff like that that doesn't make any sense. I tackled, so I'm immune to roars. Like, what? Like, I understand why they did it, because they make you tackle through attacks too. But, like, tackling through something that has physical force versus something that's sound is, like, that's two completely different things. Turn my way, pretty. I'll just be here by myself, because I don't even need the glumstones. I'm already a glimmering stone. Earth. What a comedy. That's how them guys use those verbs, Lite. Oh, that's not. Why'd I tackle? Get out of there. That... Whoa! What the hell was that? Almost a good shot, Knight. Need some slangers. Gotta slang that. Slang that thing out from the bang. No! Could have been a crit. Instead of going for more damage, I'm just gonna sharpen back to white. Aw. I thought I... Who does... Did someone just trigger that boulder? Oh my goodness. He didn't. Oh my word. That damage hits you at such a nonsensical point in the animation. Well. These goobs are hopeless. What the? Must have shot him with a slanger ammo. Get slanged. This guy with the longsword is not done fuck all. Well, actually, that's incorrect. He attacked it sometimes. Oh my. We just got ditched. Oh, come on. God, what the fuck is this guy doing besides just running the fuck around? Like, really. All I've seen him do is run around and hit the boss a couple times. I can't hit the boss in the face because the guy is always on the opposite fucking side of the monster to me. Like, he's being such a hindrance right now. Oh, yeah, we lost. We lose. It's a good indicator. If it roars without moving, that's a pretty good indicator that you're not gonna get it before it goes to the next phase. Thanks. Doesn't help that we also got ditched by the other people on our team. And again, this guy is just... Yeah. 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 I should have predicted that one. Oh, nice, Hyro. Sorry, I was focusing on the game. I'm such a salt monger with this fucking thing, but it's like... I can't do everything. I can only do everything when it's the last, like, bit and the part breakability is at, like, high to highest. That's about when you can solo it pretty reliably. But at those levels, it's like, I need teammates. I need someone else doing something to it, besides just shooting slinger ammo and staggering it every so often. Kinda also didn't help, dude, like, shot the Baldo when there wasn't anything under it. Six months? 5 months. 4 months, actually. It came out in January. Bucko. Excuse me. Exqueezes me. I was trying. Better make sure I have max potions. I'm going to use bow this time. Even though I'm gonna regret it. It can actually be really, really strong in the last phase. Oh, give me a sec. Oh, camera, please. Oh, wait. Farcaster. Dang it, I hit the fucking rock. Oh wait, I didn't... This isn't max charge. Still good though. Shut your... Oh, never mind. I guess I did so good. Nice shot, lad. I don't even know if these are useful to pick up anymore. I wasn't quite sure if that would be able to hit. I might. I love when people just automatically assume that their weapon is better than other people's. And personally, you don't want to wake it up with Dragon Pierce, you want to wake it up by shooting one of the bombs. But no one ever fucking does that because everyone's a fucking retard in this game. Because if you hit the monster with an attack before the bomb blows up, because it takes a couple frames in between shooting the bomb and it blowing up, your attack normally hits the monster first, therefore reducing your actual damage on the actual hit of the bombs that you wanted to hit hard. Because they do 360, so what's 360 times 2? 720. Sure, let's take a spoonful of some RNG. If you want to, I'd really recommend you play a little bit of the game yourself first. I don't want to have to go back and help you with fucking the first couple missions in the game on a character that doesn't have anything like that. This game doesn't get that same love from the early game that I give to things like Borderlands, so... There isn't much reason to creating multiple characters in Monster Hunter. You don't have level ups. You just get stuff by crafting it. The fact they even let you have multiple characters is just because speedrunners or other things are always like, but I want to have multiple characters, even though there's no point. I just want to. I find it funny how games that don't need multiple characters give you the option, but games that do, oftentimes don't. Wait, why did I just realized I forgot to swap my loadout because I was so sidetracked. That's why I don't look at the chat until I normally finish a fight. My brain gets so sidetracked by thinking sometimes. This game isn't a fun game to play at the beginning for someone who's already played it all the way to the end. Because it's just doing shit damage to monsters with shit weapons that you already have done and gotten before. There's no RNG like to the weapons. You don't get randomized shit outside of this one specific event. So there's almost, again, there's 0 point to creating another character. I don't even know why they give you the option. Oh, but I've already hit Hunter rank 999. I need to hit Hunter rank 999 again. Like, fucking get out of here. I didn't get bombs or anything either. I just... Congrats. No one's prepared for this. And you're just gonna hit it with another fucking dragon piercer because you idiots stick it inside the monster's head. You are noobs. Absolute fucking noobs. All of you. How do you fucking people get this far into the game with so many tips and not being smart enough to figure out shit yourself? Don't place bombs inside the fucking monster unless the strongest thing to wake it up on your team is a goddamn greatsword. Fucking retards. Place a bomb on the outside to blow up all the other bombs. Because that, you don't get the double damage effect no matter what. There's no point to it being slick. You might as well just put the bombs on the fucking ground anyways. It fucking annoys the fuck out of me. So many fucking people do that. How fucking retarded is your average fucking player of this game, for fuck's sake? I might be forgetful and forget to fucking change my loadout and shit, but at least I can continue to function as a fucking player in actual combat. Where it fucking matters. I get so tired of watching people be fucking retarded for a living. I don't even care anymore. Eat shit. If you're gonna fucking complain about getting stunned, no, you're just trash. How much of that was me being the only person at the front of the monster, despite the fact I'm using like a bow that's not even geared for it, and I'm just like smashing R2 in circle because that's all you can do with a bow? Really? I wasn't even using any coatings. Bow is so hard to use. This is how you play bow. You press triangle to draw your weapon. Now you press left trigger to aim your bow. And then just... And then here you go. You got it. You got it. You got it. Now add a circle in there. Now a circle again. And now you just... And now... Oh, the monster's stunned. You can... Awesome. At least we got the derpiest end screen ever. Duh. The eyeballs are the best part of that. Oh, Lance guy was in front of the monster, but he was just barely coming in because I can tell he's in the dash animation. I got the clean sweep. Well, not clean sweep. I could have got the clean sweep if I had changed my loadout at the end. Because I could have gotten parts broken as well. Get the tail and the horns. But I forgot to. Because I'm fucking retarded. What the fuck is that noise? One second. Let me put my headset down. I have no fucking idea who or what is out there doing that, but it sounds like it's some dildo who works in some municipal job and he's had to go out and like put a bunch of things in the back of a truck and he's just chucking them in the back as hard as he can just to be an annoying piece of shit. Because that's what it sounds like. It just sounds like something slamming the back of a fucking truck. Like, can you hear that? Doosh, doosh. I know people around here are really anal about noise, so... Oh, I know what they are. They're fucking fireworks. Jesus Christ. Those are some loud-ass fireworks. They're the entire town over. I was like, it sounded like something big was slamming. Oh yeah, that was sounds like bombs are being freaking dropped. Jeez. I'm in a war zone. So bassy, it's shaking the ground beneath me. See, they must have been launching like really, really high explosives. Like vertically high. I thought it was someone slamming shit into the back of a truck. Like a lot over. But it was actually just fireworks that were much, much further away than I thought they were. That goes to show how quiet it is. That you're gonna have a town that's like miles over, but you're hearing that. You can't see the fireworks. You can't even see the light in the air caused by the fireworks, but you can hear them because of how far the sound travels. There's no noise pollution or anything like that. Or very little noise pollution, I should say. Sorry, I went out to smoke a cigarette because I wanted to figure out what the hell that was. I'll be back inside soon. Ain't any fireworks in this city, I can tell you that. Oh, they must be going for round 2. Either that or they had a dud. Dud fuse or something. I'm gonna take a toke and do my normal stuff. Even though I don't even think that was close to being an hour in. I should have expected it. I don't know why my brain was in such a different place initially. It's like, oh yeah, it's around that time where like people like to shoot off fireworks, but you're just too dumb to realize it. They had a fireworks show that was planned, I'm guessing yesterday, but had to be canceled due to the rain, so they did it today. Very odd for people to want to do fireworks on a Sunday, though. Again, at least around here, because there's so many people that work like, I guess you'd call them shitty jobs. We have to work even on holidays, sort of thing. Turn the light off outside so it's not a freaking moth fiesta out there. Where did I put that build? I never even claimed my rewards. Didn't matter though. Need to plug in my controller. But yeah, Monday. Medic, please. Oh my god, I hate you. Eat a condom, wrapped condom game. Eat a dildo stuffed dildo. With dildo sprinkles on it. Oh my god, it doesn't even hit. What a waste. What a waste. What happened to the voice lines? This glitch happens sometimes. It happened before, but it's like, I don't know what causes it. It's got 2 in the dome. Fuck, I didn't look high enough initially. I hate when ranged users do this and think it's a smart idea. All they make is the boss run around when you stand at opposite corners of the fucking map like morons. Using your max distance attacks, thinking you're doing something. Wasting my rock-steady mantle is what they're doing. Her armor still isn't molten because this glaive user hasn't done any mounting damage outside of the first phase. Well, I mean, he just did some right there, but someone built up the threshold because he should have either have mounted by now or... Yeah, that's what I thought. God damn it, I knew that was gonna happen. I'm like, this glaive user is gonna cause my true charge slash to miss. Yep. I mean, it's not his fault. He dealt good damage, but he prevented me from dealing way more damage. And now where the fuck did he go? Now he's not even attacking the nose. Gotta chip them too. That would have been free damage on my earplugs build. Oh, there's the dialogue lines again. Let's see if we get lucky. Alright. Hey, thanks, bud. Thanks, dude. Donk. Dang it. Good shot, lad. Hold on. Oh, man. Slippery dickory. Why is it going so high? I'm not aiming that high. Holy shit, I hate that attack. God damn it. I tried to wide slash so I could get to tackle faster, but that was the worst choice of the two options. Yes! It hit. Dang it. Was it not enough damage, or? We must have been close. That's a setup, if you were wondering. Yeah, screw the grunge storm, dude. Screw him. No one wants a grunge storm. It's the worst music genre. Any genre with the name storm in it. Trying to compensate. I don't even know what glaive that is, to be honest, because I don't know enough about the glaives. Welcome back. Gyro. Oh my god, my dudes don't know that you can skip the cutscene if you press the start button. Everyone has to participate in pressing the start button though. Ooh, yeah. So pretty. What, gyro? Gyro is such a better word, though. It just is. Change your name to Gyro. Like the helicopter gyro. Don't spell it the way that your name is currently spelled. You don't want to be a spinning blade of death. A gyro. Or a delicious sandwich. Mispronounced. That's supposed to be pronounced hero. But no one does. No, I like calling it a gyro because it sounds cooler. You probably don't understand what I'm referencing when I say gyro in the first place, but I'm always thinking of... There's an episode of JonTron where he like does a skit about the hero sandwich. Everybody says gyro. You ain't never seen a gyro in a helicopter before? A flying gyro? G-Y-R-O. That's why I said it's not spelt like your name. But if you pronounce your name in proper English... Do you want me to pronounce your name in American, or... I mean, you are an American, right? In America, J's are J's. Boy. You gonna wind up... You knew it was coming the second I said boy. Have you started playing it at all? Dang it, I should have waited a little bit. But you can't stun it during that either. Good shot. A for absolutely no effort whatsoever. That's how English. But have you even played any yet? Did you hear me ask that? And also, did you hear what I said earlier about how I'd rather have you like do the first couple missions by yourself anyways? Because you can't even go into multiplayer until you do the introduction and stuff like that. Yeah, that's how blocking works. It's not actually how it works. It's just, I always seem to have such bad luck and such good luck at the same time. You didn't burn me! Oh, fuck, I didn't tackle. I thought I tackled, but I didn't tackle. Animate slide attack. Thanks, Dr. Locker. You absolute turd nugget. Fuck off, you little twerps! Oh yeah. Wow, great job there, dude. You fucking Duarte, your name should be Dumbass. That was like, it wasn't even like it was a near miss or like he shot it accidentally because he thought that the monster wasn't even moving towards that direction, dude. Like, what are you, drunk driving? You drunk monster hunting? Lay off the fucking ale, my dude. I don't know why the pirate song came to mind. A pirate's booty. Get over here. Oh wait, right. I have a challenger mantle built into my character. Everyone does. It's so easy. You don't even need to use the challenger mantle. Challenge this, D-bag. Splat. Oh man. I was made out of lava at birth. I do need to heal though. I'm running out of lava juice, also known as health. What? Skippity doo dop. Doo wop doo wop. What was that? Come here. Let's roll to here. Noggin fogger on us. Well, another group met an objective. Oh, we did it at almost the identical time. Same time. I used different mannerisms for same sentence. I just picked... Did I just fucking pick up a glintstone off the goddamn ground? Is that what just happened there? Are you fucking kidding me? What's the RNG in that? What are the chances that one of those little fucking nuggets on the ground are a fucking glunstone? Not like you'll need them outside of the 3 armor pieces that require them anyways. Aw. I was hoping sometimes doing those weirdly positioned true charge slashes can actually get you a hit on her head due to the hitbox. I'm going for head damage since I'm here. And got him. I am credit to team. Get all the little nuggets. Get my nugs. Dragon treasure. Gotcha. Blocked. We did it. We got shitty rewards, but we did it. Oh my goodness. Good jorb. Good thing it landed on like the second shelf on my little table thing. Milky Way. Honestly, Milky Way should have been a Cadbury product, because Cadbury would have made a way fucking better Milky Way. I always feel bad for people when they tell me they've never had Cadbury stuff, but instead have only had like Hershey's chocolate and stuff like that. I'm just like, oh boy. If you like chalky, flaky chocolate that's made to survive like 100-degree temperature, then yeah, get Hershey's chocolate. Because they have to add more filler into it to make it stabilize. Well, not filler, they add a stabilizer into it to make it so that it doesn't fall apart in warmer temperatures, but it reduces the flavor of the chocolate. I think this weapon has the tiniest blue segment I've ever seen on a weapon. Like, you can barely even tell it's there. It just looks like a black gap to me. See you later, Colvey. Eat a dick! Cadbury. It's Bury, like B-U-R. Why? But yeah, a lot of people know Cadbury for their cream eggs, but they do a lot of other things too. Like, one thing that a lot of people like, even though they're like incredibly fucking messy, is a caramello. Put the caramel that's inside of a caramello in a Milky Way, it'd be so much fucking better. And then put the actual chocolate for the caramello on the outside. And then like the nougat from Three Musketeers. And then you have the like expert level Milky Way. The professional level. Not the stupid commercial level. Excuse me. If you're wondering what the point of this build is, you can probably already see. But in case you need it explained, it's a I have fucking everything slotted in build. All the level 1 things anyways. It's such a goober loadout. What a goob. But look at how matching it is. Swole. I'm fighting a poison monster with a poison weapon. That's how Monster Hunter wants things to be designed anyways. They're like, here's armor that's fire resistant but also has fire attack on it. And it's like, wait, what? Why do I want that? Wait, what? Wait, what? He must not be able to see where it is. Or something. Get over here. Think. Oh, you didn't get paralyzed. Toad. Get over here into my toad. Get over here into the toad domain. Toad, no. Vape. Gas 420 vape. Ferris Muhammad. Betty. Mohammed. Get over here. Get over here. Over here. Did you really just do that, my dude? Geez, you think you ran far enough, lady? Here comes Goozle. My favorite strudel. I hate when the boss keeps doing that run back and forth attack. There's nothing you can do about it either, and it does it no matter where you're positioned, what you're doing. The one weird thing I find is, why does Anjanath's weapon have the antidote on it and not Pookie Pookie's weapon? Anjanath isn't anti-poison. What? Like, I don't even think they think about thinking of things. But then that would require thinking, so they probably didn't even think about that either. They're just like, just click stuff in the game. It have effects and it do. What it do is, I mean, beyond you, but it do. What endemic life, plant life did I use? I used one flash bomb. Flash pod. Not called bombs anymore. Flash bomb! Everything is a pod now. The hipster regime. Don't podify my food. That thing has been full for I don't know how long.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. We gotta do some Juratotis. Toad-is. I want in on the Juratotis. Give me in that Juratotis. What the waffle? Is that for real? How do you... How do you actually diet to Jolatotis? Like, come on, dude. Like, my God. Like, how? How do you die to a jar of tortoise? Harley, dude. Give me those little nuggets. It ain't dying. Die, mother. Hunting horn. Well, this hunting horn, I should say. Oh, look at that. Look at those rewards, my dude. Whoa, he did such a great job. And he fainted. Should put the fourth hunter highlight. He fainted to a Gerototus with a picture of Gerototus' face with like a thumbs up icon. Fainted by a Gerototus. I loaded back to the gathering hub, by the way, because it's slightly faster loading. Up to your waist. In waist. Don't waste that waste. In the waist. If you waste that waste in the freaking waste. You know what's weird? I mean, I didn't realize it until the other day. But they took... When I was younger, they had this brand that was called... I can't even remember what the actual brand was called. It was something that started with like a D or a B or something like that. But it was a brand of animal crackers. And the package used to have a string on it. And I saw that brand the other day, and I was like, why'd they remove the string? And I'm guessing they had like some sort of choking problem with it that caused them to like change it. I don't know. Such a dumb thing though. I'm eating one of them little miniature packages of Nilla wafers. Wafers, if you're of the UK variety. A wafer. Whenever I get little bags of things, I always seem to get the bag that the machine like over compressed on one of the edges and it's like impossible to fucking open. And it's like if you pull too hard, you know it's gonna fucking explode on you. So you have to just sit there and like gently apply all of your strength gradually. up to your waist and waist. Sorry, I'll stop doing that. Waist. I never mean it. What is happen? What is go? What is go on? I'm still online in session. What was that? Dweebs. Excuse me. They actually use one of the same sound bites for Juratotus that they use for the stalkers in Borderlands 2. There's like a noise that he makes that is like slightly pitched down and extended in length a little bit. That is sped up slightly for the stalkers, and it's the ambient background noise you hear whenever you're in an area with stalkers. They're like background. I can't do it, of course, because it's like it comes from an actual animal, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it's amazing how many sound bites are across games. It's like how Jagras has sound bites that are from the first. Well, it's not from it's just a stock soundbite that is shared by this thing. But in Demon Souls, the first dragon you meet when you get past the tutorial mission, there's like a dragon in a cutscene that comes and breathes fire down on this bridge with a bunch of... Well, it doesn't breathe fire on the bridge because it has a bunch of things on its mouth, actually, now that I remember. And it comes down with these things in its mouth, and it makes this, like... dragon noise. Is it drake noise, because it's technically a drake, but the Jagras makes the same sound as it, is just what I'm trying to say. And if you go and you find where that cutscene is, you'll be able to tell what I mean. There's a lot of sound effects which are shared. I just happen to recognize a couple because of the games that I've spent a lot of time in. Like, I recognized the shared sound effects that World of Warcraft used way back in the day that are still being used by games made in modern era. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? The, like, World of Warcraft tiger growl noise? The, like, stock tiger growl noise that was in, like, every fucking video game from 2000 to like 2008, and then it stopped being there because game developers were like, well, we have to come up with our own stuff now. And then they're just like, well, why do that when we can just use what everyone else uses and it still has the same effects? So now people just use stock sound effects again. And now you have games like that which share just so many sound effects for... It's not even the same, like, engine or company. It's just they use the same assets and stuff because they've gotten them from the same places originally. Hell, you can get half of the sound effects that they've used for these games online yourself. I can't remember the name. There's like a good website for downloading sound effects and stuff like that to be used in like edited videos, video games, and stuff like that. You'll probably find, again, some of these monsters on those lists. Or some of the sounds that were used for these monsters. It's just their unedited, unlayered versions. Because, I mean, they do try to change or layer a lot of different sounds on top of one another to give a unique sound to the monster. But people who have a keen ear and have played a lot of different video games can hear the individual sound effects, and you're just like, yep, that's like the World of Warcraft grunt noise C or whatever. Not that that's literally been a thing repeating in video games, but that's just an example. You have sound effects like that across so many different games where it's like item menu sounds or stuff like that are the same. It's the same, like doing 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 when you're going through a menu or whatever. Especially if the game used to be like a THQ game or anything like that, they wouldn't even bother. They'd have 3 completely different games that would all have very, very similar sound effects, if not reused sound effects. It's how all racing games were. Every racing game that had V8s in it always sounded just like the same throaty V8. Yeah, this V8 Mustang totally sounds exactly like this other V8 from a completely different company with a completely different muffler style. Totally sound identical. That's how engineering works. And now they have even more attention to detail in racing games, but they have a lack of other things. Now there's no variety because they have to put so much effort into just detailing one fucking car. Gran Turismo 3 was honestly ahead of its time, and so was a lot of the Gran Turismo franchise back in the day. Because honestly, if Gran Turismo 3 was released nowadays in the same style that it's done back then, it would be just such a successful game. In terms of a racing game anyways. People don't want Gran Turismo Sport. People want Gran Turismo 3 or 2 with multiplayer as an added-on feature. They want single player with the, like, you win a championship and you spin the wheel and you get a bunch of different cars sort of thing. Doesn't make any sense why they give you a new car every single time you win the same championship, but that was just part of the fun that kept you playing it even once you beat the race. It's called good design. If you want someone to get their fucking money's worth out of your video game, you put replayability and an element of collecting in it. Even though Gran Turismo 3 had a limit of 200 garage slots, but that was more just due to the PlayStation's limitations than them probably actually wanting you to only have 200 cars, because it's such a stupid number anyways. Why not 300? Why not 150? Why not 999? Like, I don't understand why developers sometimes pick such redundant numbers to stop at. Like, why? It doesn't mean or help anything. It doesn't make your game better because you limited a number 50 digits lower than what it could have been. It's just like HP bars in video games. Why are you gonna put HP bars in like the thousands and millions and then just have shit kill you in 3 hits anyway? What the fuck's the point? Like, honestly, it defeats the fucking purpose of having health. You might as well just put, and I've always complained about this when I play Dark Souls 3 and some of the late game stuff in Bloodborne. It's like, why design an entire game where you're leveling up your character with a bunch of HP and a bunch of shit like that, only to just have the number effectively just mean a 2 or a 3? Do you want that number to be a 3 or a 2? Okay, good. Level up your vitality to a set number. Alright, that's as good as you're gonna get, because bosses hit such a set amount of, like, Dark Souls 3 is one of the, like, top 10 worst RPGs that is considered a good game. It's unbelievable, the fact that people even play that game and consider it an RPG, when so many of the everything about it means nothing. Dark Souls 3 is a great game that shows you how a developer can get every wrong idea from the community and somehow still make a game that the community likes. Because Dark Souls 3 is nothing like Dark Souls 1. And it's not nothing like Dark Souls 1 in the sense that it progressed in a good manner. No. The only thing it did was make you have to press the roll button fucking so many damn times. Unless you have a build built specifically for a fucking great shield, and then you're sitting there with your damn great shield in Dark Souls 3 with your shit damage weapon because everything's been overly balanced in that way. At least in Dark Souls 1, if you wanted to be a turtle, you still had chaos and other things to fall back on that didn't rely on you having a stat at 40 to be able to do some decent damage with it. Because that was the whole fucking point. Because Raw was so useless. Because From Software doesn't know how to balance the broad side of a fucking barn. Like, I get mad at Monster Hunter. But, like, there's a reason why I haven't done a Dark Souls 3 thing since that last playthrough that I just stopped doing, like, a year or so ago. Because every single time I play the game, I just get on this infinite tangent of just the infinite loop of From Software's pitiful demise, in my opinion. Where it's like, their entire community is all for everything they do, even when the shit they do is negative. Like when Dark Souls 1 Remaster came out. Almost nothing they did was positive. And everything they did do just was negative. They didn't do anything good. They only made people who were used to playing a game a certain way have to play it differently. Which, okay, that's not bad. It's a remaster. It's a remaster, not a remake. You don't remake the core of your fucking game. You don't change healing. You don't do a bunch of that different shit. There's a reason why I'm probably not going to get Dark Souls 1 anytime soon. The remaster specifically. Because it is a fucking lie. And no, I'm not saying that just because I personally hate that game or that franchise. Dark Souls 1 is my favorite Souls game. It has the best level design. It has the best enemy design. That is the uniqueness of the enemy, but even then, I'm saying uniqueness as like a vague thing, because From Software can't help but copy other people's designs and make almost none of their own. But whatever. Whatever, I'll just leave that to the side, because everyone who's a From Software fanboy seems to forget that From Software is just a giant fucking copy pasta. Oh yeah, here's your character in an anime and manga I like. And here's our character in our video game. can you spot how it's similar? And you're just like, did you trace it? Did you literally, like, put the thing on the paper and trace an outline for concept art, or what? Like, how did you end up with something that's just so vaguely close to being called, like, of course, they wouldn't care. No one who makes those kinds of things cares that much. But I just hate it because people who love Dark Souls and put it on this, like, massive fucking pedestal act like they've created everything themselves. They built this completely unique experience that was blah 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 blah, and it was like, no. The unique thing about fucking Dark Souls was it's online. That was the unique part about it. That's what made it different from other third-person action games of the time. The control schemes, the standards and everything have already been done in other games before Dark Souls, and even before Demon Souls. Locking on to enemies and doing that shit is not unique. I can't find my lighter. Where the fuck did I... How did I... It's bright fucking green, dude. What are you, fucking retarded or something? Oh, there it is. I was retarded. Fell out of my pocket into the chair. Alright, sorry. Holy shit, dude, it's so bright out. The moonlight is bright. You can see all the clouds. You only see one star. So bright. Dark Souls fucking sucks now though, because they lost the point. It started happening around the Artorias of the Abyss DLC. Where they were just like, yeah, let's just shove a bunch of really difficult ranged enemies in a small area. And then influence people to try and use said magic, and then end up having that magic be grossly overpowered, which it probably won't be in the remaster because they're probably going to nerf it. You'll have people putting up ISOs and stuff, or not ISOs, but you have people putting up torrents and stuff like that of the original Dark Souls 1 for PC as well, because now you can only get the remaster. And that's like ruined the entire modding community. Not that that bothers me very much. Because again, I personally think the community is all dodge button and nothing else most of the time. I play the games for PvE, and when they started balancing the games PvE because of the PvP, that's just when it sours my taste. sours my want to play the video game. They started doing that shit in World of Warcraft back in the day, and that's one of the reasons that I drifted away from that. And then they started doing PvP specific balance changes, which they should have just did from the fucking start. Like, oh, this deals half damage to players, or whatever. And then they're just like, fuck it, the numbers are too big, we gotta crunch them down. We made them too big, too meaningless. Gaming's in a really shit place right now. Things like Fortnite leading like the most played games. It's kinda sad. I'm not saying that because Fortnite's a bad game. I'm saying that because so many other developers could have that kind of popularity with their games without them even being free, if they would just stop making stupid design decisions for the sake of posterity. We gotta keep it like our heritage, because the vets will get mad. Even though our vets are half of the reason the game has no popularity in the first place. It's like when you go onto an FPS shooter that's old and there's only some people playing, you know that you might as well not even bother going online, because you're just going to get wrecked so hard by all the people that are left, because they all play the game non-stop. Did I say FPS shooters? I sometimes do that. Fucking Dumbo over here. Big ass flappy ears. I'm gonna take a toke, get back to playing, and then I'm probably only gonna play for another hour or so. And then call it. For whatever reason, I'm really tired. Dark Souls 1 is one of those games where I could tell you pretty much where every item was located in the game. The amount of people I see go for the soul of this, I think it's the soul of a knight or something like that. It's one of the to large size souls that's on the Anorlando rafters. When you're going up the rafters, there's like the first arrow guy that you encounter on the right that most people normally knock off, and then if you turn back around, there's the second arrow guy, and then a little, you can go like down that archway a little bit, and there's a corpse with a soul on it. And I've seen so many people try to get that, not realizing it was just a soul item. I'm surprised I never saw Dark Souls 3 on the crappy design subreddit. When it takes 6 months for your community to figure out how one of your mechanics works in your video game, you're doing something wrong. But the lore. Didn't you want to find out how most of these characters met their tragic end? No? Cool, me neither. I'm kidding, I actually like some of the lore in that game. Some of it. A lot of it's convoluted, though. If you want someone that I recommend, if you wanted to watch anyone play through Dark Souls, watch Plague of Gripes. He's done a couple lore throughs. But he goes over it in a manner that isn't like a lot of other people. He isn't always positive. In fact, he's fairly negative in some regards, and I guess you could say that's why I like him. He also does a lot of art stuff. Art gripes. Flammenkäfer. fire for no reason. Genius. Okay. Wait, is it 100% resistant to water? I should have probably actually looked for that. Yeah, it is. Well, that was a great build choice on my part. I was like, I'm gonna use this Kolve-Taroth weapon that I got earlier today. It also doesn't help, it's a freaking charged blade, so it's like fucking impossible to use. I love it. Oh, and then I didn't get hit, so if I had guard pointed, it would have been pointless. Hey, guard point, pointless. Almost like that goes together. I'm saying, am I gonna be able to? Yeah. Oh, that's a fucking waste. And I got something in my eye too, so that's great. I think that's the top 10 dumbest things I've ever seen someone do in Monster Hunter. Was that. How did I instantly get re-bled again? Are you fucking joking me? Stop! Whore? Holy fucking shit. Why did I even bother? I was gonna grab the honey, but I don't need it. This is taking so long. This is taking longer than a Colve to Roth thing. I was too close. Damage dealer. Because that guy just kept sitting there going, L1 triangle, L1 triangle, or L2 triangle, sorry. L2 triangle, L2 triangle, L2 triangle. He just kept mashing the kinsect into him. For a second, my charger wasn't working, and I was worried, but it was because my charger wasn't plugged all the way in. Yeah, it's charging. Should have figured as much. If you're gonna look ugly, you might as well look the ugliest. You want people to look at you and just vomit on sight. Why did I put sharp there? I'm a fucking retard. You retarded. It okay though. Me retarded too. No weakness exploit. A build without weakness exploit. Wow. It's never gonna work. You're wasting your time. Let's see just how fast I can build up. Blast on him. And then you put the blast coating on. Done for. Good shot, lad! Good shot! Right shot, lad! Holy dog shit, how can you be this bad at a video game? I'm just sliding around like a dillweed. Get sniped out of the sky by a dillweed. Squeaker. Squeako. No, you son of a dillweed. God damn it. The second I start shooting normal shots. Dang it. Dang it. Double dang it. I thought you were supposed to be weak to poison. I give up. I hate applying fucking ailments. Oh, it is poison, finally. I don't know why I'm so tired. But I'll be back tomorrow with some more garbage builds. Until next time, peace out everyone.